Here we have the new 2021 Volkswagen ID.4. This one comes in the Pro S trim level in glacier white on gray perforated leather interior. And this one is a rear-wheel drive model, so it has the one electric motor in the back. And that gives you 201 horsepower, 228 pound-feet of torque. And as we get to the front end here, you get LED daytime running lights along with LED headlamps. And then down here we have 19-inch aluminum wheels. You get passenger keyless entry on the front doors. And here we have the controls for the power windows, power mirrors, and then your door locks as well. And there's our power driver seat with power lumbar support as well as memory seat function. So not bad legroom, actually really good space back here. I didn't expect this, but I have the seat in front of me adjusted for someone of my size. I'm 6'3", and I still have quite a bit of legroom. And as you can see from how deep the seat is, it's kind of slanted back, and that helps. And I've got about an inch of headroom, but I'm not touching the ceiling, so that's good. Then we have our rear AC vents, 2 USB-C charging ports. And there's our middle seat with cup holders. And then you can fold that flat. You can stick some wood or whatever back here through the center. Well, let's check out the back in the cargo space. So there's the back end there. We have LED tail lights as well. And seeing this in person, it looks really good. There's our power lift gate. And there's a space there. And I love how that lift gate functions absolutely silently. Really cool. And then here we have our power front passenger seat with power lumbar support, and then you also have the memory seat function there. Really like how they did that in this ID.4, because it's hard to find that in a lot of other vehicles in this segment, especially the memory seating. And the more I look at it, the more I love the look of this. It just looks really good. So we're gonna check out the front space there. And there's the powertrain up here. Pretty interesting setup. Most people have a frunk, but this is different. Now we're gonna hop in the driver's seat. So nice heated leather wrap steering wheel here. And to start it, you're gonna tap the brake and then check out this shifter. To put it in drive, turn that way, put it in neutral, tap down, put it in reverse, pull all the way, and then press P for park. So here we have our infotainment system here. So here we get FM, XM radio, along with internet radio. And we also have Bluetooth audio. And then we have our Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well. It takes a little getting used to for the screen, but I really like how it's set up. That's our navigation system there. And a pretty good, solid system here. Not a lot of lag or wait time. But then we also have our dual zone automatic climate controls down here. And then we have 3-stage heated seats over here. And then that heated steering wheel toggle, you have 3 levels like that. Then you have your quick buttons here, so you can hit that for the menu, turn the climate on. And then for your driving assist system. And then you also have 4 drive modes, so Eco, Comfort, Sport, and then you can make a custom one. So really nice. And there's just a quick look at that backup camera. And then you have front and rear sensors. And there are your AC vents. Now this center console stack is pretty interesting. You have 2 cup holders here, and then big storage here. And then you have 2 USB-C ports, and then your wireless charging pad is back there. Then up here, we have our panoramic sunroof. And these controls kind of mimic what you see in the Porsches. How it's just kind of a kind of touch instead of having to push a button. So you can just swipe on that, and that's pretty cool. And I really like that. It's one of the better panoramic roofs I've seen in an EV. So that's really sweet. And there's our glove compartment with owner's manuals. And then to the left side of the steering wheel, we have our adaptive cruise controls. And then over here, we have our volume radio station controls or trackless controls, and then Bluetooth controls here. And then we can use this to swipe our view on the gauge cluster. And then that is our push button start. And finally, here is our key fob. But next, I'm pretty excited to go ahead and take this ID.4 out on the road for a quick test drive. So right off the bat, even in eco mode, really good acceleration here. It's still swift. You're just not getting that full amount of power. And the cruise controls, you get used to them in about 30 seconds, so I like that they're easy to use. And the ride quality so far is really, really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the comfort mode. So the pedal is a little more eager to go as you put your foot down. And I like the graphics here as I get closer to the car in front of me, how it shows up. That is nice. Very accurate and very intuitive. So I'm going to put it into sport mode. And so far, I mean, the battery is pretty low, but it's still not as fast as I would have expected. It isn't slow either, though. It has some get up and go to it. So that's the adaptive cruise there. Then you can toggle the travel assist here. That'll be your lane centering and things of that nature. But I can't say enough how well this car drives. It's just really, really smooth. And the driving dynamics are really nice. We're gonna give it some throttle coming out of this corner. And it's very steady. When I come out of corners in my Mustang Mach-E and nail it, it tends to want to slide a little bit, which is one of my favorite things about it. But for most EV drivers, they just want something that's efficient and easy to drive. And when I came out of that corner and put my foot down, there was just a little bit of rear end slide, just ever so slightly. Nothing crazy at all like the Mach-E. But that makes it quicker out of the corner as well. So very sticky. So I will say, to toggle the regen, you just hit that and then you change it from drive to B, and the B is actually what tightens up your regenerative braking. And I actually like that mode better than the standard, because I've gotten used to regen driving an EV, and I just like this better. And for this to be a rear-wheel drive car, it really, in the Teslas and in the Mach-E's, when you go over bumps, the back end tends to be a lot bouncier than when you hit it with the front. And I'm just not noticing that on this car. And I'm really impressed by that. And I'm not sure, because I haven't been in one of these before, I'm not sure if there's a way in the settings, I would think there is, to tighten up the regenerative braking. But I'd like to be just a slight bit tighter. But it might be because I'm so used to max regen on the Mach-E's and the Teslas. And this will bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro S.